This is the 2006 College World Series preview and the Super Regional recap. Coach Vernor Bateman and the Indiana State Sycamores are 47-23 overall in the season, 6-1 in the NCAA tournament, and we have just won the Super Regional 2-0 over Louisville. And Indiana State, coming from out of nowhere, this incredible 2006 season, going on a Cinderella run all year long, and we will be going to the College World Series for the second time in program history. First time in 20 years since the 1986 season. Absolutely astonishing what Indiana State baseball has been able to accomplish this season. Very low expectations entering the year according to the experts. We were listed at officially number 81 in the national polls to begin the season. Most experts predicting that we'd have a tough time qualifying for the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. And here we are, bound for Omaha and the College World Series, following an unbelievable regular season and then an absolutely insane run here in the NCAA tournament. After dropping our first game, we have won 6 straight, including 4 elimination game victories in 3 days to get out of the regional. 2 stunning wins against Tulane, the number 1 ranked team in the nation, on their home field. And then going to the Super Regional, having the ability to host it thanks to a strong regular season. We were the higher ranked national team than Louisville. And 2 great games against Louisville, 2 intense, nail-biting baseball games. Able to get a 3-1 victory in Game 1. Moving on here, 1 game away from punching our ticket to Omaha. And a nail-biter here in Game 2. We were able to get on the board first in this one, scoring a run in the top of the 4th. Louisville immediately responded, tying it up in the bottom half. Louisville took a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the 7th, we responded, scoring 2 to move ahead 3-2. Bottom of the 8th, Louisville was able to tie it up at 3. And in the top of the 9th, we were able to get the 4th run across, which turned out to be the game winner. Trenuth, an RBI base hit to right center field, scoring Reese from second. And we were able to shut down Louisville in the bottom of the 9th. Joyner getting the final 3 outs. A ground ball, ground out to Hanson at second base. The final out, punching us our ticket to Omaha in the 2006 College World Series. Absolutely unbelievable. It was going nuts in Terre Haute, Indiana, getting to play in front of our great home fans who have really been supporting us and bringing in the passion all season. We were so thrilled to get the opportunity to play our Super Regional in front of them and able to find a way to get the job done, winning Game 1 and then avoiding facing another elimination game, able to find a way to win another nail-biting Game 2. We come from behind in both games in the Super Regional, and we take them both. Indiana State is going to the 2006 College World Series. Let's go! Come on! Let's take a look here at the Super Regional recap. Look here, the Terre Haute Super Regional. 2-2 seeds Indiana State versus Louisville. Sycamores trying to go to their second ever College World Series. Louisville trying to make it to their first ever. 2 Cinderella teams here. Both 2 victories away from going to Omaha. Able to get a 3-1 victory in Game 1. Very exciting win. And then Game 2. This is the game that sent the Sycamores to Omaha. The top of the 4th, we were able to get things going a bit here. Able to get ourselves runners on the corners, 2 outs. Weaver was able to get things going early on with a double and a clutch RBI base hit with 2 down from Sawyer. Great work putting us ahead 1-0. Louisville, in the bottom of the fourth, they also got themselves in a situation with 2 outs and runners on the corners. And they were also able to come through with a clutch 2-out RBI hit that made the score 1-1. Fifth inning, we were able to get on base, and really unfortunate news here. Osborne going from first to second. Ezra Osborne, our senior DH/catcher, hard play, sliding into second base, and gut-wrenchingly got himself injured. A significant looking injury to his shoulder. He had to leave the game, and it doesn't look good. It does not look like he will be able to return at all here in this 2006 season. So his college baseball career looks like it has come to an end. Last time seeing him in a Sycamore uniform, it would appear, and obviously gut-wrenching as it can be. The senior, just one win away from getting to the College World Series, and that certainly broke our heart. It certainly made this an even more emotional game. Obviously, already so much at line, a ton of emotion in this one, but that was certainly a really sad moment for us. Some tears shed there right away, but we had to bounce back. We had to move on. So much on the line in this game. We headed into the sixth inning, got nothing in the top. The bottom of the sixth, Louisville able to get something going. They had runners on second and third with 1 out. They were able to get themselves an RBI base hit, and we were able to get out of a jam, leaving a runner stranded, able to get a clutch strikeout to end the sixth inning. But a 2-1 lead for Louisville as they looked to try to force a decisive Game 3. We were able to respond right away in the top half of the seventh. This was a huge moment here for us. No one on, 2 outs. Burris coming in here, stepping up for us, and come through with a base hit to keep hope alive. He was able to steal second base, able to get to third. And then Reese coming through in a big way. A 2-out RBI triple tied the game up at 2 and gave Trenuth, following Reese, a chance to give us the lead, and he came through as well. 2-out RBI hit. And we were able to continue a threat in the top of the seventh, not able to add to it, but a big top half to push us ahead 3-2. The bottom of the eighth inning, Louisville entering the eighth down to their last couple of at-bats. We were able to get runners on first and second with no one out, and they were able to get themselves a pretty big RBI here to tie things up. Made it a 3-3 ball game, but then a very big play at second base from Hansen, able to field the ball and apply the tag, throw to first, got a double play to keep it tied at 3. So all squared away going into the ninth inning, and what a moment it was here for sure. Reese able to get on base, a great at-bat, got himself a 1-out double, go-ahead run, potentially winning run to send us to Omaha at second base, and Trenuth coming through again in a big way, an RBI base hit to right center field, made it a 4-3 game. Reese able to come in and score easily. Then Joyner taking the mound in the ninth, getting them 1-2-3. Ground ball to Teague Hansen at second base. Finish this off. Great work all around this super regional and this winning streak we've been on here in the NCAA tournament. Great pitching. Gallagher getting the start. Joyner getting the close, finishing things out here. And some clutch, timely hitting. Some 2-out hits, 2-out rallies. We out-hit Louisville 12-10. We come from behind once again in the Super Regional, and we take both against the Cardinals. Indiana State Sycamores celebration beginning in Terre Haute. So we are going to Omaha in the 2006 College World Series. Let's go! What a dream come true. What a journey it has been for Indiana State here this magical 2006 season. Let's take a look here at the rest of Super Regional action. Here's a Tucson Regional. 1 seed Arizona, 2 seed Arizona State. Great matchup, 2 very strong programs. And these were both very good games. Arizona able to get two one-run victories. Arizona State trying to make comebacks, not able to. Game 1, 4-3 for Arizona. Game 2, 7-6 for Arizona. Arizona Wildcats, the first team to punch their ticket to the College World Series 2006 season. Congratulations. And the Corvallis Super Regional featuring Oregon State 2-seed and 4-seed Cinderella Fresno State. Oregon State able to get a 3-0 victory in Game 1, trying to finish things off, and they will get the job done. 7-5 win over Fresno State, ending the Bulldogs' run and sending Oregon State back to the College World Series. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to us winning the Terre Haute Super Regional, going to Omaha as well. The Ann Arbor Super Regional, 2-seed Michigan, 2-seed Central Florida. Game 1 went to Michigan, 6-5, good game there. Game 2 went to Central Florida, 3-2, good game there. All coming down to a decisive Game 3. Winner to Omaha, loser season would come to an end. UCF able to strike first in this one, scoring in the top of the second. Michigan tied it in the bottom of the third. The top of the fifth and sixth, UCF able to get their offense going in a major way. 3 runs in the fifth, 4 in the sixth. That pushed them ahead 8-1. Got another one in the seventh to make it 9-1. And a run in the ninth to make it 10-1. UCF pulling away with this one. Michigan scoring one in the bottom of the ninth, but they will fall well short. And Michigan had a chance to finish it off in Game 2. They weren't able to. And then Central Florida running away with Game 3. Congratulations to UCF winning the Ann Arbor Super Regional, punching themselves a ticket to the College World Series. The Austin Super Regional featuring 2 1-seeds, including the defending national champions Texas and Louisiana Lafayette. Game 1 went to Texas 9-3, no problem there. Louisiana Lafayette bouncing back, getting an upset win over Texas in Game 2, forcing a decisive Game 3. Everything on the line, winner to Omaha, loser. Season would come to an end. Louisiana Lafayette striking first in the top of the third. 2 big runs, certainly firing up the Raging Cajuns. It stayed 2-0 till the bottom of the sixth. Texas was able to cut the lead in half. They got 1 on the board. Then the bottom of the seventh, able to tie it up and then take the lead 3-2. Huge momentum swing there. Louisiana Lafayette down to their last 6 outs. They couldn't get anything in the 8th or 9th. Texas out-hits Louisiana Lafayette 10-7. They outscore them 3-2. And the Texas Longhorns going back to Omaha in the College World Series. Congratulations to Texas. Great run for Louisiana Lafayette. Comes to an end in Austin Super Regional. The Atlanta Super Regional featuring 1-seed Georgia Tech and 4-seed St. John's. A huge David versus Goliath matchup here in the Super Regional. Georgia Tech massive favorites. But St. John's getting an upset 2-1 victory in Game 1. Game 2, Georgia Tech season on the line, trying to bounce back against St. John's. St. John's trying to make history and get to Omaha, first 4-seed. Georgia Tech coming out on fire in this one. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 5 in the third to move ahead 8-0 early. St. John's got 1 back, but the top of the fifth, Georgia Tech extending their lead even further, getting ahead 11-1. St. John's getting 1 in the bottom half. 1 more for Georgia Tech in the sixth, 2 more in the top of the seventh to move ahead 14-2. St. John's needing 3 just to extend the game. They're only able to get 2. And Game 2 comes to a 14-4 end in 7 innings. Georgia Tech in complete control of that one. Set up a decisive Game 3. Georgia Tech looking to finish it off. St. John's looking to bounce back and try to get the upset. Everything on the line in Atlanta. First run coming in the bottom of the second. Georgia Tech getting 1 across. And that proved to be the game winner as they were able to shut them down. Bottom of the sixth, however, 3 huge runs for the Yellow Jackets, pushing them ahead 4-0, giving them some insurance. St. John's had 7 hits on the game, but no runs were able to come across. And Georgia Tech, a 4-0 victory. They respond after losing Game 1, and they get 2 solid wins to claim the Super Regional and punch themselves a ticket to the 2006 College World Series. Congratulations, Georgia Tech. Great run from St. John's. It will come to an end in the Atlanta Super Regional. The College Station Super Regional, 3-seed Texas A&M, 4 seed Kentucky. Game 1, a 1-0 victory for Texas A&M. Nail-biting game, but the Aggies able to get the job done. 1 win away from going to Omaha. Kentucky looking to bounce back, try to force a decisive Game 3. But a strong start for Texas A&M. Getting a run in the second, getting 2 in the third. Pushed them ahead 3-1. Kentucky had scored in the first inning to move ahead 1-0, so A&M responding, tying it up, and taking a 3-1 lead in the third. Bottom of the 7th, Kentucky made it a 1-run game. Bottom of the 8th, they were able to tie it up at 3. Kentucky had a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th, not able to do so. So it went on to extra innings. Top of the 10th, Texas A&M gets 2 huge runs across. Kentucky last chance in the bottom of the 10th, not able to respond. Kentucky out-hits Texas A&M 12-9 in Game 2. But the Aggies will win it 5-3. They will take both games against Kentucky. Congratulations to Texas A&M punching their ticket to the 2006 College World Series. Great run from Kentucky, but it comes to an end. The Tallahassee Super Regional, 2-seed Florida State, 2-seed North Carolina. And great series. 4-2 victory for Florida State in Game 1. An epic Game 2. North Carolina able to force a Game 3 with a 6-5 win. All coming down to the wire in Tallahassee. Winner to Omaha. Loser season will come to an end. No runs scored till the top of the 4th. North Carolina striking first, getting 1 across, then making it a 2-0 game in the top of the 5th. Bottom half, though, Florida State responding in a big way, scoring 3 runs to move ahead 3-2. North Carolina tied it up in the top of the 7th, 3-3 ball game. Stayed that way going into the bottom of the 9th. Florida State needing 1 run to win it, and they are able to get the job done in walk-off fashion. Able to get the game-winning run in the bottom of the 9th to win it 4-3. An epic series here in the Tallahassee Super Regional. Florida State out-hits North Carolina 10-9 in Game 3. They outscore them 4-3, and they win it. Gut-wrenching for North Carolina, falling just short, but a thrilling win for Florida State, winning the Super Regional and punching themselves a ticket to the 2006 College World Series. Great action, all NCAA tournament, great action in the Super Regionals, and we are getting ready for the College World Series now in this incredible 2006 season. It's been a highly unpredictable, very exciting 2006 season for everyone, especially for us as well. Before we take a look at the College World Series bracket, we'll take a look at the top 25 rankings entering the College World Series. Number 1 is Georgia Tech. They are 52-17 on the year. Number 1 team in the nation. They are going to Omaha, and they will be fired up for sure. Big expectations for the Yellow Jackets. Number 2, also heading to Omaha, Arizona. The Wildcats, 48-17 on the season, going to the College World Series. Number 3, the defending national champions, Texas Longhorns, 47-23. They struggled in the Super Regional, nail-biting Game 3, but able to get the job done. Texas going back to the College World Series. Number 4 is Tulane, 52-16. They will not be going to Omaha. We knocked them out in the New Orleans Super Regional, winning on back-to-back days. Great season for Tulane, but gut-wrenching end. Number 5, Missouri, 50-18 on the year. They will also not be going to the College World Series. A fantastic season, 50 wins on the year, but they will fall short. Number 6 is Oregon State, 43-22 record. Oregon State is going to the College World Series. Great run from the Beavers here this 2006 season. They get ready to play in Omaha. Number 7, Louisiana Lafayette, 46-22 record this year. Great season for the Raging Cajuns, and they gave Texas all they could handle in the Super Regional, forcing a Game 3, nail-biting Game 3, just falling short there, gut-wrenching end, but a great season for Louisiana Lafayette nonetheless. Number 8, last season's national runner-up, Florida, 50-21 on the season. But Florida will not be going to Omaha. They will fall short in the NCAA tournament. Great year nonetheless. Number 9, Pittsburgh, 50-19 on the year. Pittsburgh also will not be going to the College World Series, but a great season, no doubt about it, for the Panthers. Rounding out the top 10, Florida State 41-30 on the year. Florida State Seminoles winning a thrilling super regional. They are going to Omaha, going to the College World Series. Fired up for that for sure. That's a look at the top 10. We enter the College World Series number 11. We are going to Omaha. What a season it has been for us, for everyone else around. What a year all around here in college baseball this 2006 season. Central Florida at number 22, they are Omaha bound, and number 25, Texas A&M, also on their way to the College World Series. 8 teams left in this 2006 season. Let's take a look at the College World Series bracket. Let's go. So we are competing in Bracket 1. Number 1 team in Bracket 1, number 1 team in the nation, is the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech began this 2006 season number 11 in the national polls, and they entered the College World Series number 1 in the nation. Georgia Tech from the ACC enters the College World Series with a 52-17 record. Georgia Tech going 5-1 in the NCAA tournament, going 3-0 in the regional, dropping their first game in the Super Regional against St. John's, but responding to win games 2 and 3 rather solidly. Georgia Tech making their 3rd appearance in the College World Series in program history, the first since the 2002 season. 1994, Georgia Tech made it all the way to the College World Series final, where they lost. So 1994 runners-up. Georgia Tech, big expectations here. They believe they can make a run all the way. Their opponent, number 4 seed, Texas A&M. Texas A&M, a Cinderella story here this 2006 season. They began the year number 73 in the national polls. They will enter the College World Series number 25 in the top 25 rankings. Texas A&M from the Big 12, 40-30 overall in the season. Texas A&M is 5-1 in the NCAA tournament. They went 3-1 in the regional, and then took both games against Kentucky. This is the 5th College World Series appearance for Texas A&M in their program's history, the first since the 1999 season. That will be the first matchup, first game of the 2006 College World Series. Second game will be featuring the 2 seed Oregon State. The Beavers began the season number 7 in the national rankings, and they will enter the College World Series number 6. Oregon State from the Pac-10 enters the College World Series with a 43-22 overall record on the year. Oregon State is 5-0 in the NCAA tournament, going 3-0 in the regional, and then going 2-0, taking both games against Fresno State in the Super Regional. This is the 3rd College World Series appearance in program history for Oregon State. The first coming in 1952, the last one coming last year. Oregon State going back-to-back. They were in the 05 College World Series. Oregon State still looking for their first College World Series win. They are 0-4 all-time, and they are going up against us, the 3 seed in Bracket 1, the Indiana State Sycamores, the biggest Cinderella story of the 2006 College World Series. We began the year number 81 in the national polls, not expected to have any chance at reaching the NCAA tournament, had not reached the NCAA tournament entering the season since the 1995 season, but here we are in Omaha. We will enter the College World Series number 11 in the national rankings after an incredible year, an incredible climb. We enter with a 47-23 record overall in the season, 6-1 in the NCAA tournament. We are the only team in the College World Series that lost their opening game of the NCAA tournament. Certainly able to respond, winning 4 elimination games in 3 days, winning 6 straight entering the College World Series. We took both games 2-0 against Louisville in the Terre Haute Super Regional, trailed in both games, found a way to win a couple exciting games to punch ourselves a ticket here to the College World Series. Second game in Omaha will be against Oregon State, so it's a double elimination bracket. Obviously, want to get off to a strong start. Winner will move on to the winner's bracket. Winner of that will go on to the final. You lose, you're going to fall into the loser's bracket and have your back against the wall. So huge games, obviously, right away. Get everything we got. Let's take a look here at Bracket 2. Number 1 seed in Bracket 2 is Arizona. Arizona Wildcats. They began the season at number 12 in the national rankings, and they enter the College World Series number 2, the national polls. Arizona from the Pac-10 enters College World Series with a 48-17 record on the season. They are 5-0 in the NCAA tournament, going 3-0 in the regional, and then going 2-0 over Arizona State in the Super Regional. This is the 16th appearance in the College World Series for Arizona in program history. Their last one coming 2004 season, just a couple years ago. Arizona has won 3 College World Series championships in program history. The last coming in the 1986 season, the last time the Sycamores were in the College World Series. Arizona believes they got a really good shot this year, and they are the number 1 seed in Bracket 2. They'll be taking on the 4 seed in Bracket 2, Central Florida. UCF, bit of a Cinderella story of their own. They began the season number 32 in the national polls. They entered the College World Series number 22 in the national rankings. UCF from the Conference USA enters the College World Series with a 38-32 record on the year. They are 5-1 in the NCAA tournament. They went unbeaten, 3-0 in the regional, and then a battle in the Super Regional against Michigan. They went 2-1 against Michigan, punching themselves a ticket to Omaha here. This is the first ever College World Series appearance in program history for Central Florida. Central Florida was not in the NCAA tournament last year. They were last in 2004, so similar to us, coming from a bit out of nowhere, but not quite as extreme as we began at 32 in the nation. We were all the way down at 81, but still a great run from Central Florida, and they are certainly going to be thrilled to be in Omaha trying to make some noise. The 2 seed in the Bracket 2 is the Texas Longhorns. Texas, the defending national champions. They began the season number 1 in the nation. They entered the College World Series ranked number 3 in the nation. Texas from the Big 12 will be competing in their 37th College World Series in program history. This is their 5th straight appearance in Omaha. Texas enters the College World Series with a 47-23 overall record on the year. They went 5-1 in the NCAA tournament, 3-0 in the regional. They were in a battle in the Super Regional against Louisiana Lafayette. They went 2-1. Texas, huge expectations. They were in the College World Series final 3 of the last 4 seasons. Last year, they made it to the final and defeated the Florida Gators in 2 games. They believe they can do it again here. Texas 6 times have won the College World Series final. They are trying to go back-to-back, looking for their 7th all-time. Their matchup will be against the 3 seed in Bracket 2, Florida State. Florida State began the season number 16 in the nation. They will enter the College World Series number 10. Florida State from the ACC enters the College World Series with a 41-30 record overall on the season. They will be going to Omaha with a 5-2 record in the NCAA tournament, the only team in the College World Series with multiple losses in the NCAA tournament. They went 3-1 in the regional and then 2-1 in the Super Regional, a thrilling Super Regional against North Carolina. This is the 19th appearance in the College World Series in program history for Florida State, the first since 2000. 3 times Florida State has advanced to the College World Series final. They lost all 3 times. The most recent runner-up finish was the 1999 season. Florida State certainly thrilled to be in here, and tough matchup for the Seminoles, but they're going to look to make some noise. Who will get off to a strong start and move to the winner's bracket, try to advance? Who will drop and go in the loser's bracket and find themselves in a hole? 8 teams left, 2006 college baseball season. Could not be more fired up to get this going. An absolute dream come true to be here, getting ready to play in our 2nd College World Series in program history, the first since the 1986 season. Absolute Cinderella run of a season for the Indiana State Sycamores, and we are fired up as could be to get this going. Time to begin. the 2006 College World Series. Let's do it. Sycamore fans, some making the trip to Omaha, others will be certainly glued on the TV. It'll be rocking in Terre Haute, Indiana. Campus, the community, all be in a frenzy cheering us on. Let's do it. Let's make a run here. Let's give it all we got. Leave it out there. Let's go Sycamores.